We're in. We're in. We are in. Finally. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Alright, let me get a drink. I'll come back through. We'll chill out. We're back. I should have run the ads. I forgot about the ads. I forgot the ads. Yep. Alright, let's put it on the screen. I got my bolts, apparently. I bought them for really cheap. Let me put them up for sale, I guess. Unfortunately, it appears that my nests have not sold. My nests have not sold. If anything, they've gone down in price. They've gone down in price. They've been holding pretty comfortably a 5,800. I get the feeling I'm not going to be able to sell them for much more than that. They almost hit 6k a while ago, and they've been on a downtrend for a long time. All right. I'm gonna have to change the price. It's too high. It's too high. $6,500. It was a lofty dream. It was a lofty dream. I'll still get 4 mil. Let's do like 58. Let's do 58.50. Get a little bit more for it. See what happens. All right. Whoop. All right. The rave is done. The rave is over. It's time to be live. It's time to post it on the Discord. Boop, 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 boop. A bit of a shame for such a late start. Unfortunately, an hour down of stream time already is a little bit brutal. But you know what? It is what it is, right? It is what it is. You can't control the world, all right? You can't control the world. It is what it is. We're doing our best, and sometimes our best isn't good enough. All right, let's get going back into the place, and let's get doing some exploring, shall we? Too busy getting my cape back to watch. All good, my friend. Good luck in getting your cape back as soon as possible. Enjoy having no guides for your quest. I don't know if it's going to be like a combat quest or an actual quest. I don't know, but good luck. Enjoy. The first thing I'm going to do, actually, is what I did last time. I said last time with Met 2. Is I'm going to take a screenshot of the area. The reason I did this last time is because I wanted to have access to it for editing purposes, for keeping track of what I've done and what I've seen and what I know. So I'll have that ready for writing stuff down on. I am going to save it as soaked lasers. There we go. All right, so that's going to set us up. Pillar of light. There's a fractured crystal in the pillar. It's been wedged in place and can't be removed. Okay. There's a mirror in the pillar that's been wedged in place and can't be moved. Crystal dispenser. Pull the lever. Pull the lever. There's nothing. Okay. Good start. I'm actually wondering if I'd be better off removing the food from my pockets. We'll see how many things we end up getting access to. I might need to actually remove it. This can't be removed. Okay, hang on. Let me start actually already noting this down. Okay. I did make a mistake there, but that's fine, whatever. So, let's make a black dot is cannot be moved. It just is what it is. Nothing in this pillar. Nothing in this pillar. There's a bust. I love busts. Making a bust right now. Alright, there's a hole in the ground. Floating books. We can't get around this way. Interesting. I'm guessing we can't get past these books as well. Bit of an assumption, but we'll just find out, I suppose. A whirlwind of knowledge. Correct, I cannot get through them. All right. Then let's continue up this way. So this should be a purple... Our purple progeny. Our purple progeny begins here. Okay. Can't be removed. This one also can't... Okay, so... Oh God, there's a lot of can't be removed. In this sort of immediate area. I don't really know what it is I'm trying to achieve either. As it currently stands. Go and check out this, okay. I should have done this first. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Hold on, 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 hold on. And so comes another to seek the knowledge of Seren. Greetings, mortal.
You're Saren?
No, I'm just a memory, a mere fragment of something far greater. A guardian of the knowledge that she left behind.
I seek that knowledge to help in the fight against Lord Yorworth.
It is not my place to question why. I only exist to pass on that which she sealed away.
So you'll give me the knowledge?
The seals guard the truth. This seal has been broken. Its knowledge is now open to all. Here is what you seek. Oh, hold on. Let me get my document. My document. Alright. Dot. Therein lies my guilt. A part of me trapped and alone. Dark, yes, but still a part of my being. Sealed away in the temple of fate. Oh, that's not the end bit. The protections on the temple, they should keep her contained. But in case they don't, I created one last safeguard. A prison within a prison. With it I made a key, an orb of light to unlock the darkness. Do I need... Okay. Alright. Fucking hell, this is a lot, right? I could have destroyed it, sealed her away forever, but I still question my decision, and so I hid the orb away while I think upon my choices. Right. Alright. The shrine at Gola. That is where it lies. With it, she can be freed. ... Or destroyed. ... And so ends the knowledge of the seal.
So Lord Yorworth spoke the truth. A part of Saren lives within the Temple of Light. But why?
I have imparted the knowledge of the seal. There is nothing more here to give. If you seek the rest, then all other seals must be broken.
How?
Start with the seal of Fel, the southeast. The light will guide the way.
Okay. Yeesh. To the southeast, you say? To the southeast. S-E. To the southeast, we have arrived. And what do we have here? We have many a pillar of light. With no mirror attached. I'm very curious as to why... Oh, I see. It does have a mirror. Ah. Are there mirrors in this one as well? Must I? Indeed I must. So I need to put this grey light into the device. But this only faces this way, so we cannot be going that way. So in that case, we must go this way. We must turn this way. since that would just shoot into this, which is the wrong way. This, of course, would have to go this way, into which we turn this one, since it has options. And then this one, of course, turns to this one, which, of course, then it turns to this one. All right. Are we having fun yet? This is fine so far. I'm enjoying myself as of just now. We'll see how I feel shortly, I'm sure. Oh, is that black? That is black. I don't know if we want black light, do we? I guess we'll see. Okay. The lack of shadows is an improvement? Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm not immediately fucking raging. So that's a really good start, I will say. I'm not immediately losing my mind. Oh, I have just realized that there's a way up. You hear a strange sound coming from nearby steel. I think that's the wrong color, isn't it? Yeah.
When I first encountered the elves on their home world... Oh, wait.
Oh, wait, this is done? Did I do that one right? I gotta write all this down. Okay, I'm not gonna put the voice on. When I first encountered the elves on their home world of Tarthad? Hang on. Gotta translate.
Tarthiad.
Tarthiad. I was right. Tarthiad. It means origin. That makes sense. That sounds reason. Just found charcoal in a barrel doing the new quest. Fucking fantastic. That's so funny. Imagine if I had never found it and I end up doing the new quest and I'm like, oh my god, we can finally go back to dig site. They're taunting me, man. They're taunting me. They know. Someone at Jagex. They know. Oh, sorry. I need to write all this down. On their home world of Tarthad. Tarthad?
Tarthiad.
Tarthiad. Sorry, Tarthiad. It was like I had finally found my purpose. I quickly fell in love with them, and they with me. I set out to guide them and help. I'm paraphrasing. They immediately embraced it. Mystic Seathad?
Caedwat. Caedwat. Caedwat.
Caethwad.
Caedwat.
Caethwad means keeper, apparently. Documented teachings in book called Serthi. Hang on.
Kerthi.
Kerthi. Sorry, fuck. It's a hard C. It's a hard C. It's a K. It means poems, that book, apparently. Start of something beautiful, but pain in beauty. That's it. Seek more of the knowledge, look to the seal of Kadarn. Kadarn means firm. Means firm. Seal of Kadarn. Bottom level to the south. Okay. Hear a strange sound coming from the central chamber. If you wish, I can return you to the central chamber. Sure. Do I have a dispenser? Oh, that's new. That would probably be the sound that we heard. What was this other word? Ithel.
이셀.
Ah,
이셀.
I must have spelt that wrong because it's not coming up as being a word. Oh my god, the mirrors stack. My brother in Christ, the mirrors stack. Oh my god. They freaking stack. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Where is the way down? They only go up. They go down. Let's see if we can get there. Oh, not sure we can. Yeah, I'm not convinced that we can get down there that way. Oh, okay. Hang on. We can go this way. That one goes down. They didn't make it easy to get down a floor, did they? Oh, it's a Yorworth clan one. Okay, down the stairs. And to the south. To the south. Oh, we can't go that way either. We'll go this way, I guess. Oh, for God's sake, can I not get down that way? No, I can't. Might have to go from that way then. It's a little annoying. I guess, technically, it did say to follow the light. I may even need to make the light go with me, actually. Oh. Interesting. Huh. I can't get that way. Can I go? That looks like it's blocked off. I might be able to go. No, that was blocked off as well. This must be the right way then. So maybe the lights create the way ahead. So let's put a mirror in here. And go down. Oh, you can see down a floor as well. That's really nice, actually. All right, let's try that then. And see if that's supposed to be the correct way to do things. I suppose technically we could put it there. But I'm curious what happens if we shine it through this way. A mirror. Nothing, as it appears. It does nothing. And what about up here? We do have a strange... I should probably do some more exploring then. Oh man, holy shit. 2k of my bolts are sold already at 122. I bought them for 90, man. I'm gonna make like 300k off of this. Huh. It's fantastic. This is rather concerning. Uh. Nothing on the top level takes me straight down? No, it doesn't. Alright, well... I'm not confident. Let me take these mirrors out. Again. Gotta love Jagex quest design sometimes. I don't know what you're talking about. I love it all the time. I've never once had a complaint about Jagex quest design. I love it. All right. So I can't get around it. Oh, I'm fucking dumb as hell. As it turns out, I'm just dumb as fuck. I can walk around it. As it turns out, I can walk around the exposed bookcases. The lasers just can't go through. And I believe I can't go through these whirlwinds of knowledge. So we're still trying to go south on the bottom level. That would take me in there, which takes me around. I'm still blocked off 3 times. I need to get in here, but I don't see how I would do that because we're constantly blocked off by the looks of things. Oh no, wait, oh my god. I might actually just be lying through my dick all the time. I might straight up just be lying through my dick at all times. I think we're actually chilling. I think I've made some mistakes. I think I made a couple of silly choices here. Let me collect the dispenser to reset, because I think we can just walk past this here, and at least that way we have a better idea of what we're trying to achieve. All right, there's nothing this way. Good. So we have 7 mirrors and a red crystal. I'm wondering if we need the color wheel to remind ourselves. I might go and try and get the color wheel. Right. Bottom floor into that room is our intention. I can get past those bookcases though, can I? No, I can't. Kadarn. Is that the one we're going for? It is Kadarn we're going for. Eh? Oh, that's why. So these were free to get into. It's these. Wait, can I just get? Oh my. I'm getting myself lost and confused already, which is really not a good sign. Because it looks like I can just go straight down that way. And I was being a bit of a goofy goober. Alright. Am I just being stupid? I think I actually am just being stupid. Yeah, I was legitimately just being dumb as hell. All right. Let's go and touch the seal and see what it says. If it tells us a color or anything like that. It looks green, so I'm going to assume green. Edzy, what's good? Soat, indeed. Soat, indeed. We are currently doing the Pillar of Light challenge thing. We are... Well, I've broken one seal, and there was obviously the already broken seal. So, we're only... we're about 4.5 hours into it, maybe? Something like that. Honestly, we're not bad going just yet. We're not too bad going just yet. I'm gonna go get the color wheel though, because it's gonna bother me that I don't have it. Seems to have stumbled into the Jagex quest design of giving you no hints and expect you to figure shit out. I love those quests. Those quests are good for content. Those quests are great for content. I wish you luck on this one. Thank you. Thank you. It's so far, I'm not digging how much running there is. There's a lot of running back and forth. It looks like there's no combat in there for now. So I'm actually just going to go and bank all of my food, I think, for now. I might just bank everything, to be honest. I don't really need much of it. What weight am I sitting at with this banked? 3 kilos. Yeah, you know what? Let's bank the armor too. I might as well have the be at negative, right? I mean 0 realistically, but do I have the color oh fuck. I might have to Google it. I might need. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just do it without it. Fuck it. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Can't believe you're not doing Final Dawn blind like everyone else right now. Well, that's the thing. That's what I was thinking. I was kind of like, well, I mean, first of all, I didn't actually end up doing. Perilous Moons, so I couldn't even do it anyway. But yeah, I'm too powerful. Like, I'd beat everyone to the end, and everyone's already doing it unguided. You know what I mean? Like, where's the content in me doing it unguided when everyone's doing it unguided? You know what I'm saying? I will say though, so I was watching Alien Foods run of the fight caves before the stream, and I was like, man, he did it 7 years ago. I'd never done that shit. All right. Did it take me twice as many attempts? Yeah. But I still did it. Way lower level. But I saw him not, like, at the one point when he was like, I think I'll just try and flicking. And he instantly fucked it up and was like, nah, this is not the time to learn. I was like, man, I was like, it's not the time to learn. I'd better just do it every single tick then, just to be safe. And he was like, I'll just use my prayer potions. He's a smarter man than I will say that much. He is a smarter man than I. All right. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who has the fattest cock of them all? Mirror, why aren't you telling me it's me, Mirror? You're causing me upset, Mirror. Ooh, interesting. You have a blue. Oh, you have a cyan. You have a cyan color. Because you got a micro PP nerd? What are you talking about? Micro? It's more like mega. I've got that mega PP. Nice. I've got a mega PP. Mega micro? Yeah, I got that mega micro. I got that normal PP, you know what I'm saying? All right, they made wait, hang on a minute. Oh, is it the oppositional color is what breaks it? Yes. Okay, so it's oppositional color. So green is destroyed by magenta. Yeah. All right, gotta write all this down. Compared to many mortals, the elves had reasonable lifespans, but not long enough. As I spent time, I watched them wither and die. Blade through my heart. That says hard. Heart. Especially Keithlad. Keithlad.
Keidwad.
Close enough. Means keeper, apparently. It's not fair. I gotta give him more. All right, end of the seal. If you seek more, look to the seal of this one. Chris? Seal of Chris, maybe?
Chris.
Chris. Chris. Means sweater? The seal of the sweaty boys. Middle level. Middle level, north, west. Okay. The light will guide the way. Take me back. Pull the lever, Kronk. Pull it. Thank you. Jake, everything. We have 4 colors now. That's kind of intense. So we are going middle level northwest. Middle level northwest. Our best route to get there looks to be... That's fine. Up and around. All right, we can. It looks like we can get there. So let's go. This must be a splitter, right? 4-way splitter with the fractured crystals, I think. Not too sure. We have a green, a cyan, and a red. Okay. As I said, I've been watching the. I've been reading the. That's the wrong way. I've been re-listening to the audiobooks from Red Rising, and whenever I think about reds, it makes me think of like the red people. God, what a goated series, man! What a goated trilogy it is. We don't have any lights coming up this way. By the looks of things, this is odd. Oh. The seal of Chris. So we need to have magenta, dark blue, and cyan all coming in here. That's very curious. It looks to be that we may need to employ the bottom floor to shoot across here. It's possible, or we might have to come around. Oh no, rather, we need magenta and cyan, and the outgoing will be dark blue to get rid of yellow. Okay. So we need to bring some light here then. That's our first step. We have some light over here, so let's go and grab it. We already have the magenta side. Okay, I get the feeling that it's not going to be this simple, however. It's possible that this is fractured. It's possible that this is fractured. To go up and around, or alternatively, it's possible that that is, you know what, that's probably more likely to be fractured, actually. fine. So we'll mirror on my dig. Who's the most mirror of them all? All right. So we need to create cyan. What happens with... Okay, that makes... Was it blue and green that made cyan? Cannot remember. We are going to need to go down a level, though. I am seeing that now. The question is, when do we go down? I suppose it's the... I don't suppose it is, actually. I wonder if it's here that we go down. No. I don't suppose it's there. Well, we've got a stairs up, so maybe I'm thinking two downwards. Oh, it goes down as well. Okay. I can't get anything past these towers of books. So our only real option... It needs to come down anyway. So that's an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. It might work. I just don't know what the right color is. Because we put one in here, but that's our final one. So assuming that it is green, we might be okay. I guess we'll see in a sec. Hey? Oh. I didn't realize that at first. All right. Gonna go around then. That explains where the extra mirrors come from. In that case, we've got it set up, right? I just need to make the right collection of colors to make the cyan. Or do I? I might perhaps not have the right collection of bollocks. Yeah. In that case, I am one behind. All right. Hang on a minute. Really fun doing everything like 2 days. All right, stop your fucking complaining, man. All right, there we go. So, I can display capture. I have the image. So to create to create light blue, you need magenta and yellow. And no, the counter light blue, you need magenta. So it's green and dark blue. So I was right in my assumption that it's green and dark blue as a combination to create cyan. So that's good. The question is, where precisely is this final mirror supposed to go? Oh, it goes here, obviously. Not the mirror, sorry, the crystal. It goes here, obviously. And then the mirror goes there. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I did this last time. I did this in Map 2. It took us forever because I missed that. Yeah, I'm clean with it. I don't know what to tell you. I spent so long there that I've memorized the color wheel, apparently. I'm using logic and facts, you know what I mean? To destroy Antifa or whatever. All right. The seal. Arf, arf, arf. Right. Let's write it down. Dot, dot, dot. I found a way to share essence. Oh, sorry, my essence. That's probably important. With elves. A piece of my being for each of them. Aha, well, I've been killing them for ages with Slayer, so... With this gift, their years number in the thousands. Wow. To live the lives they deserve. What did they do to be so fucking special, huh, Saren? In keeping with elvish tradition, the gift was given through song. Song of creation. It was creation of a new life for them. Or so we thought. And that's the end of that one. And that's the end of that chapter. Seal of Amloth. Bottom level west. Bottom level west. All right. Yes, please. Teleport me, baby. Boom. Pull the lever, baby. Pull it. Take everything, bitch. Ooh, that's a lot of things, though. That's 16 mirrors. So we're going bottom level west. I'll use this map. I shouldn't be using my off-screen one of my screenshot because you can't see. So it's here-ish, I'm guessing. Maybe around here. Let's try go here first. So, oh, I'm on the tab. I'm on the tab. Right. I think it's this way. I've gone the complete wrong direction. Like a silly, silly guy. Like a silly little guy. We're what, 3 seals of the 8, is it? Or I guess, is it 4 of the 8? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we're 4 in, but obviously it's getting increasingly more difficult, so I don't hold out hope for much longer, to be completely frank with you. Let's get a look at this next seal. So the Amloth seal. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? Yes, it is. So it's actually in here. And so we need to use these stairs. I think they're the only stairs that get us in. All right. And that's dark blue. That's dark blue. Good to know. So dark blue is created, is opposed by yellow, which is created by green and red. Just as a word to the wise, a precautionary tale, if you will. So it is here somewhere. We'll also obviously have the top floor will start to be included at some point soon as well. Rather than playing on just 2 floors, we'll be playing on 3. I've gone the wrong way again? Ah. Wait, where the hell am I going? Oh, it's there. Oh, it's that. Okay, it's that room. I went right past it. Okay. All right, let's get a feel for our area, our positioning, and what we're looking at for the Seal of Amloth. I'm loth. I'm definitely not getting the double D's right. I don't think it's quite a sound. So we want an entrance of green and red is what we want. A green and red entrance. So it is giving us the information that we need. We just need to create those colors. So green is yellow and we were making... Okay. I do have a yellow crystal. Huh. So we need to make green and red, which is yellow and cyan, and yellow and magenta. So we need to take the magenta. I'm guessing we want to bring it over here. I'm guessing. That might be it might be a falsity. We'll see. No, it's not a falsity, I don't think. That's north. So that's directly west. Yeah, we don't want magenta coming in down there, so that's fine. We do want to mirror here. And that takes us into dark blue, so there's a cyan in there. Yo, Monstral, a little late, but better now than never. Yes, unfortunately, the game was doing an update, and they said it would only take half an hour, and then it took an hour. Looking at you, Jagex, you little fuckers. Just saying. Right. I think what we need to do is go to the right here. We'll see. At least this update of the game, which is crazy. Yeah, it's new quest, a whole new section of area to the game, bunch of new items. They are really good for that. It's one of the things that makes this a really cool game, I think. I guess it's kind of like how WoW, Vanilla WoW is, right? In a sense. So we could theoretically go around. I just don't see why we'd do that at this current juncture. What happens if I cyan here? Nothing. So dark blue plus green would make us a cyan. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And however, interesting. I think we may need to split here. The reason I say that is because we're going to need to use dark blue for both creating cyan, which is one of our options, and also for creating magenta. I'm so lost. So we're creating yellow with green and red. To create red, we need yellow and magenta. We have a yellow crystal, so that's fine. We have a cyan crystal, so that's fine. We need to create magenta, and we need to create dark blue. Cyan. Huh. Can we turn cyan into... We need magenta to turn cyan into dark blue. Hey? I can't do anything about that shit. And that just takes us... Okay, that would take us straight into there. I forget what's that color. That's green. It wants green there. So theoretically, to create the green, we would put yellow in here, and that would give us a green into there. But then we need red to come in from above that way, which makes me think that we do want to go all the way down here somehow, which may involve going up a floor, which would be... Because there's stairs right there as well, which does support that theory, I think. So let's do that. Let's take the green and let's do splitting here. Let's do that. Let's do that for now. And let's get back up here and see what we can do with regards to our situation over here, because we still do need to change this into a more amenable color, because it might not be split there. It might just go left there. It's possible that it just goes straight up left there and then it splits over here. I don't think these can come through. But we have to be able to make it green right now. And that's obviously not going to happen. Can this go up? If I mirror? No, it can't. Okay. This is not an up. So that one's an up. See, like I'm saying, that one's an upper. That one's an upper. We are going to need to split, though. At some point. And it makes too much sense that it would come across here. I think this... that's tough. Hope you having fun with your quest. This was pissing me off. Did I respond to that? I know I read it. Good luck to you, my friend. Good luck to you. You'll figure it out. Worst comes to worst, just wait for the quest helper. You know what I'm saying? I won't call you a pussy. You know what I mean? I won't call you a pussy for not just doing it like me. You know what I'm saying? I love new quest day. It's the only thing that gets me to log in. Honestly, understandable. I don't know how much fun I'll have once I'm done. I need to be turbo addicted. I've made the decision to step back a little bit from how much I've been playing this game. I need to take a step back, a small step back, because the addiction is definitely very real. I just logged out because I just don't like the game. I mean, you've been playing it for 20 years. Of course you don't fucking like the game. You've been playing it for 20 years. That's a long time to be playing a game for. I actually don't think I can fix this. I actually think this is a red herring. It can't be a red herring, though. It can't be. This has to go here. So this has to have the green in it. But I've already got the mirror in here, the fractured crystal in here. Is there somewhere earlier that I can do that? That I missed? Not really, to be honest. Not really at all. All right, let's go up and check out the other side. So we need to take these stairs. Right here. Oh, that's interesting. We actually already have a direct pillar of light availability on this side. So we don't actually strictly need to split. Aha! We don't need to recolor. We have a separate light there. That said, though, actually we can't. Ooh, that might have been a trick. Oh, hold on. Yo, Jay, what's good? Welcome, welcome. Okay. We can theoretically. Why would we go down then up? Let's see. Aha. And then that might take us up to the top floor. Aha. And then that would take us down straight the way through, giving us an option for recoloring. And shoots us a beam of light right here. It wouldn't come through. Oh, actually, we wouldn't want to go straight down, would we? because we still need to get around up the top. Over there at the very least. We can't get through that way. So if we were to theoretically... Oh, no. That's very curious. So that has to go down, 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 across, up, up, over. Oh, no way, though, because I can't. I don't think that I can redirect from here. I don't think that allows for redirection. That's just for a different seal. So I was thinking I'd go across here and then mirror. I guess I could try. I haven't tried that. Interesting. This is a more difficult one at this point. I think it is starting to ramp up a little bit in difficulty. Okay, what's our other option? I'm focused on this side, but what if we came down from up here and saw... Because, I mean, theoretically even... What if we came down from there? So there is there-ish. So let's go up there and have a look around. So we only got there-ish. All right. So we're up here. So that whole corner could potentially be a... Aha! I think that that's a red herring. And we actually just come around this way. All right, let's reset everything. I think I've figured out my flaw. We don't need to reset everything actually. I can just... Where's the stairs? It's those ones, right? No, this one? I think it's these ones. I think I figured it out. I'm getting mad because this puzzle doesn't seem like it should be that hard, and I'm very confident in my answer, but I can't seem to figure out how to progress. Oh my fucking god, I figured it out and I hate this game. That is quite the perfect explanation of RuneScape. I think you've had the full RuneScape experience in this quest. And you know what? You fucking love to see it. You love to see it, man. Absolutely love to see it. Absolutely love to see it. Right, so now that I've figured this out, I think, let's try again with this. So that's what we want. We want Cyan there. I'll go around that way. How do I get up there again? This way, right? Yeah. Sick one. It wouldn't be a British game if you didn't make people drunk all the time. Am I right or am I right? I do have concerns, however. I just said I figured it out. I'm not sure I figured it out. We'll see shortly. We'll see shortly. We still have cyan. And we still have red. So we'll see. We'll see. So originally, I thought I figured it out. My plan was to go around this way, but magenta and Yellow is what makes red. And we create yellow from red and green. But we only have the green from there. So do I need to create it sooner? Or perhaps I change the color up here sooner? I think there's something in this pillar, though. Is there something in this pillar? There's nothing in this one. So what if I were to change the color up here? What would be a beneficial color to have? Bearing in mind that what we want is green and then red. Because that automatically changes to dark blue down there. And dark blue is a combination of cyan and magenta. So it's effectively like there's already a cyan down there. So if we make it yellow, no, yellow and magenta makes red. If we made it red, we wouldn't have green. Because if it were simple, oh, that's the wrong one. I think that's fractured. I think that makes the most sense for it to be the fracture. What happens if I just put both of these in? What color do we end up with? Dark blue and red creates magenta. Oh, actually, that's not quite right. That is not quite right. In that case, are there colors around this way that are what we're looking for? We want to create red. So having a red crystal isn't worth much unless we can get white. So, red can be used to make yellow with green. So what if we greened really early? Which is made of cyan and yellow. That doesn't seem quite right, does it? 1, 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not right. Also made you feel pretty dumb when you figured it out, but your logic wasn't incorrect. That's RuneScape. That has been the experience a lot, right? Sometimes you make what I think are logical deductions, and they turn out not to be logical deductions. And that always hurts a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you, that is always a little bit painful. Okay, what if I did bang, 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 down? Let's see how that would look. Right. If there's a hole in the one that we're going to now. Oh, that doesn't go down? Really? Oh, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. Does that help me at all? I thought I'd figured it out. I think I figured out the logic. I just haven't quite figured out the color to use. So what if I'm using the wrong color here, maybe? What would happen if I use red here? Okay, I did figure it out. No, I didn't, because they still need to go down from here. Shit. This one go down? No, it doesn't go down, does it? Oh, okay. We actually might still be okay, because that one might actually lead down. If we can get over there, we'll know if it goes down or not. I just need to get in that area, which is best got to by this one. So let's try that. Maybe. Try these stairs here. Actually, no, we need to use the mirror first and see if it goes down. It does go down, I think. Yes. And I think as long as we go down from here, no? I hope. We'll see in just a second, I suppose. I must be missing something with this cyan crystal, though. Maybe it's just a bit of a red herring for this particular one. Because now we have red here. Mirror here. Unfortunately, I do think we need to climb back up and go around again. That's a little annoying. Down. We can take that one now, I think. Alright. That's a little annoying, but it's okay. A little bit of running has never hurt anyone, I think. Why did that? So magenta plus red makes red? I'm glad I tested it. I'll say that much for sure. This is so much, like, again, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but this is so much more fun than the other one with all the shadows. I think red and magenta should make brown. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have a combination on the color wheel. Then one final mirror should do the job. Hey, let's go. All right, next lot of words. ... With all my knowledge, I should have known not to meddle. I intended a gift that became their curse. Okay, the Song of Creation increased lifespans, but it bound them to me. To stray too far from their sides caused pain and death. Ooh. I knew I had to help them to fix my mistakes. I should have known that I'd only make it worse. So trying to help, I made it worse. If you seek more knowledge, look to the seal of Malier. Let's see how they say this one.
Mailir.
That's close enough. Malier.
Mailir.
Malier. It says Myler, which doesn't seem like a word. So, top level west. Okay. Central chamber, please. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah, I guess not with light, maybe? Interesting. Oopsies, that's the wrong button. So this is the first top level. Oops. Take everything. So we now have 18 mirrors. Magenta, red, yellow, green, and cyan. So I think it's the same crystals as before. So top level to the west. Around here somewhere. Nope, sorry. Here somewhere. The closest way there that still has us access, but it's either going to be, okay, we'll have to take this one. So we'll take the top level. All right. It's a bit of a trek. We'll figure out where we are. We'll figure out what light is closest to us, and that will probably dictate which light we need to be using. I think is probably a safe assumption that we've been going with so far. All right, up this way. Up this way. Do we have this one? I forgot. We do. Nice. And climb up the stairs. All right. This has been going well so far. So far. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. It's been going well so far. Right. It did say to the west. I think it's here somewhere, no? Or not. Ah, Seal of Melir. That's right? Yes, it is. Right. We actually can't get there from this side, it seems. Or can we? That as being dumb again. Alright. So, we are looking at a yellow and magenta entrance for a red output. Curious. Very, very curious. That means we're likely to use this same beam here. Gotta find one that we need to pass through to the roof. I see none of them there. So that's... Ooh, actually... We'll have to follow the path for a while. Because these don't appear to shoot up on the floor below. But this is clearly the correct entrance for the yellow. You can't go straight in from below with it. So we'll have to look our way around. It's probably going to be down this path somewhere, I would assume. Okay, this is going to be where it starts getting difficult, I think. So, where are we on the map? Let me start jotting this down on my paint document. So, on the upper level, above those two there. So that's where we are, and we want magenta from the south. And yellow from the side. All right. We can work with that, hopefully. I guess we'll see. We are on number what? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. So 5 done of 9, I think it was. Was it? They say it was 9 seals. Something like that. All right. Yeah, this is where it's going to start getting rather difficult. Let's head to the magenta at its kind of beginning point. And then try to make a plan from there, I think is probably the best bet for us. So we need to be coming in magenta from the south. In line with that set of stairs. Which means it needs to be somewhere along that straight line that we come up into it. Which would mean that we're looking at something along here if we can get there. So we already have a beam coming this way. And we want something along this line. We do have a couple of straight ups here. It looks like that's the one we want. So, by process of elimination, we know that we want magenta coming up to here from this equivalent pass-through, which would be kind of on this corner? Doesn't look right on the map. Oh, I see, that's why. So it's kind of like there. So that needs to be magenta. But we can't make it magenta. On this floor. That's not strictly true. Well, actually, no, it is. Well, is it? Yeah, no, it is true. We cannot make it magenta on this floor through this sort of directional. The question is, can we go around this way? That's white light. So there's theoretically 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we can go across from one of these two. Is that possible? No. No. So it needs to come up through this one, and there's nothing that's going to get us there from this floor. So it needs to be bottom floor. So we need light to come down this way, over this way, and up. Okay, hang on. We go down again. That's okay. That's workable, I think. Wait, is it workable? Hang on. Is that not workable? Hold on. Does it not have a bottom pass through? It does not. That would be why. So we may have to go around the same way we initially did for the other... the previous one. Unless this one allows it? Let's find out. Oh. Why is it doing that? Oh, I sold a bunch more of my bolts. I was like, where's that noise coming from? Yeah, so it looks like this doesn't go down. So that's also not our focal point here. So this is not the beginning of this sort of direction. Let's have a look on the floor below again. We need to find a bottom pass through. The one there? Nope. Not there either. Finding these pass-throughs a bit of a pain, isn't it? There's got to be one here somewhere. Is this not the place that we did that before? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's okay. We might have to just do what we already did before. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. We'll just do what we did before. So if you go... we need to bring it down this way. So we'll start over here. It might not be the right way to do things, but it's what I'm going to try anyway. Might as well try it. I'm not trying a verse anymore. Not anymore. So, come down here. It does turn us to dark blue. We'll have to turn back to magenta, I think. That's okay. We're going to the top floor anyway. This might not be right. Just bear in mind. But I get the feeling it's on the right track. So it depends. Like, we do have a spot here to change. Oh, actually, to be fair, if we need magenta, right? We have dark blue, so we need to put red in to get magenta back, I think. Aha, that's why then. So there's nowhere else really for us to do it, so it has to be on the way up. Okay, so which way do we need to take again? It's these ones, right? I think. This is tiresome work. This is the wrong way. Alright, I'll just click the stair. Luckily, it seems to be letting me click from far away, so that's good. Okay, an hour and a half in, and I thought we're doing okay. My bolts are selling, which is great. Of course they're selling. It's update day. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. All right, mirror, mirror on the wall. Please go upwards. Thank you very much. There we go. And then we should be able to make magenta from dark blue and red, pushing us to our top floor where we mirror. Excellent. So now we need to create yellow, and yellow, as we said before, it's going to have to come down from that way, so that way somewhere. So let's have a look around there then, shall we? Let's have a look around there somewhere. So it's probably going to come from this, actually, isn't it? From the actual yellow itself. And we need to go up somewhere. This looks like a decent location to begin to go up, I think. Because we are looking for, on this top level, it's around the middle. If we base it on where those stairs are, we are in the correct location, I believe. I think. So let's just go up from here. The only real issue here is how long it takes to get back up again. Actually, might be able to use the stairs over here. Which one is it? The left one? We'll see if this will work. We will see if this works. That will not work. We will have to use... Fucking hell, how do we get up here? Wait, how do I get there? I have to use that one, I think, right? On the far right-hand side. would get me up here. Okay. I would like I would like to still look. Oh, there he is. There it is. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it's okay. Oh, I hope it's okay, man. We still have 6 mirrors left, so I am getting a little bit concerned that I'm missing something here. But we'll see in a second, I guess. What is this room all about? What's going on there? Right. Dude, it's so much running around. We're going to be going west here. Until we spy our yellow. There it is. And then another mirror. Right, can I actually get over there? I don't think there's a way over there. Oh, that's not good at all. So it might have to be over there. Oh yeah, that's what I've done wrong. I think I got myself a little bit misguided. Hey, my bolt's sold. Dude, that's profit. That's about 300k profit, by the way. I bought them for 90 and sold them for 122 each. That is profit. Okay. Okay. I don't know how the fuck I'm supposed to get over there, man. It shows me that I can't. The current indication is that you cannot get over there. Which makes this kind of redundant. I was hoping it would be passing straight through, but there's no way for me to get over there, despite there being pillars of light. So I've been misled here by no one but myself. It does explain why I had so many mirrors remaining, though, so I can't be too upset by it, to be honest with you. Alright, let's get ourselves back down the stairs and regroup a little. Because this floor is quite brutal in the sense that it's got quite a lot of blockages that stop us from using the pillars, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I will say it's not necessarily going to be a bad thing, because it might come in handy to make it easier for us to do stuff. So let's go back over to the yellow and try and calculate our move from there. So if we were up here, we'd have to come around. It has to be over here. Sorry, over here, sorry. God, ideally, I'd be able to beam across here, then down. But I can't get there. Am I missing something? Yo, you stuck in the library? We've only been here for an hour and a half. Only been here for an hour and a half, so, you know. Look buff today? Thanks. Thanks. Nice. Yeah, we need to... we've been doing all right so far. We're an hour and a half in. I've passively made 300k on Diamond Bolt E's that I've sold. So that's nice. I'm just concerned about this part. I don't know how to do it. This is the first bit I've been kind of stuck on. Can I climb across the ledge or something? Oh, you bastard. Oh, I just knew it. I just knew it. You bastard. I could hang off that book. I knew there had to be a way to get there. Started pixel hunting and all. Alright, good. Good. So, to update you, so far, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4... There's been 5 pieces of text. I've done 4 puzzles. I believe there's 9 pieces of text total. So we're over halfway, which is the good news. I dare say it's the only good news that we have so far, but it is good news all the same. So, you know, take that as we will. We'll take that as we will. How do I get over there again? This is a trek, though. This place is an absolute trek. It's a lot of running. It is a lot of running around, which is a nightmare. But as long as you keep track of where you're going, not too bad, I think. Then again, we are only about just over halfway, and the first few were very, very polite. They were very polite and they were very forgiving, and I am getting concerned that we're going to be a little trapped in the later sections when we're like bouncing a million things off a million things. But it's okay for now. I'm glad I emptied my inventory of stuff. Being at that negative number is just too helpful, I think, to pass up on. All right. So now we're back over this way. Oh, that book, man. I just knew it. I just knew there was something I was missing. It didn't make any sense for there to be this massive gap here. Oh, of course there is. Oh my god, if I fall, I'm going to lose it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, this is gonna take that little maneuver right there is gonna cost me years. That's years off of my future lifespan. My hairs have just gotten more gray. The worst part is there's a 70 agility requirement for this. I have 71. I'm barely over the agility requirement. Oh, God. I can't believe they were like, you know what we gotta do? The same exact shit as we've done before. This was nowhere near as bad? I hope so. Is there anything to do with your current level of run energy and your chances of falling and failing? I have no idea. Let me leave it for a second, go get a drink just in case. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Man, I wish I bought more bolts now. Just sold them for a fortune. Alright. 46 is probably fine. Come on. 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 Yes! Yes! You beauty! You beautiful bastard! Oh, wonderful. That's just great. That is just great. That is just great. Oh. And it looks like it's the perfect amount of mirrors. So I think I actually figured this one out. Within a decent time frame, this wasn't too difficult. We made it back over perfectly. I won't complain. I won't complain. Oops. I won't complain about that. Hey, let's go. Seal of Melir. All right. More notes. Ooh, another being came. Divine, but not by design. Speaking of a perfect world filled with power. Risky, but I traveled there. Could have been the only thing to save the elves. The curse made it impossible to go without them. So they left home. And that's the end of that one. All right. Seal of Heffen. Heffen.
Heaven. Heaven. Heaven.
Heaven. Heaven. Heaven means summer, apparently. So the seal of summer. Top level, southwest. Please return me. All right. Pull that lever, Kronk. Give me everything. Just a couple more mirrors this time. Just 2 more. So we are going top level southwest. How do I get there? Probably from one of those. All right. Hopefully we don't have any more of that jumping around to do, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. All right. That's it there, I'm guessing. Let's take a closer look at what we've got in store for us here. So, it appears we don't have a whole lot of anything here. We're looking for dark blue and green together to create cyan. Okay, so we are on we are at this corner here. So what we want is dark blue here. Can't see it very well. And then green. All right. Dark blue and green. So that does give us some indication of what we've got going on, right? As always. So we've got a... Okay, that's good. We've got a ground pass through here, which it appears like it's going to have to come from there. So we are going to route back the same way to the bottom level that we've done before. Over this way, up this way, and through here with a dark blue, which doesn't require any color changes. So that's a really good start, I think. Let's go and do that right now. Let's take the difficulty out of that part to start with, and then we'll worry about the green after that. Which obviously comes from over that way somewhere. We might have to do... I'm actually craning my neck as if I need to do that in real life. We may very well have to do the jumping puzzle again. It may be the exact same route. I wish I hadn't cleared it, to be honest. It may be the same route to get over there. That's fine. Worst comes to worst. That's just how it is, right? Now, the question is, I keep forgetting... Okay, we need to start from over here, don't we? It's from over here. Right. Hopefully this is a quick one. Okay. Mirror. Down. Down, down, down by the river. Dark blue, just as we want. Rotation. Over here. Mirror again. Rotate. Mirror. Mirror. And then back up the stairs. God, it's so much running though. It's a brutal amount of running. Goodness gracious me. What's the color we need for green? Is cyan. That's fine as well, actually. If it's gonna work the way I think it works, we might actually be fine. I'm obviously making this a little bit longer than I have to by almost in a way like artificially increasing the length by doing 2 trips rather than 1. But we have to use like all the jumping over there and stuff like that as well. So I'd rather do it this way just to sort of put my mind at ease over finishing one aspect of this, right? So if I'm right, we do this. We do this. Do that. Then we do this. I think we do that. All right. And then all I need to do is go over here, put a mirror in. And there we have dark blue. So that is a really good start, I think, personally. I think that's a really good start. Now, I need to get a good look over there. I need to get a really good look over there, which means I think I need to go up there, don't I? I do. All right. Let's put the yellow up there for now. And then head up and start trying to tinker around up there. The question is, how did I do it? Was it this one? I think it was this one, wasn't it? Pretty sure it was that one. Yes, it was. I hope. We'll see in a sec. All right. That stairs takes us to a place we don't really want to be. All right. The great thing about this eventually being videos is that it's going to be really easy to make this into a video. Because I'll just skip 90 fucking percent of it, because this is not good. This is not good watching. If I get really frustrated, gets funnier, I guess. But at this current moment in time, it's just a lot of running around, isn't it? To be honest. So, it was my thinking that it requires that we come down this way. Is that actually possible? I don't know. It's not actually possible. It's not. So I don't think my thinking was correct. We were kind of one off, I think, because this is on the top floor, and that is where we want to be. So, this is the one we need, and all that will do, I think, is take us down here, which bumps into that, which isn't what we want. So we need to come from a different direction, likely southerly. A southerly direction, I think. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I don't think that was a time waste. That was an okay use of time. Did I put a mirror in here? No, I did not. So let's head back down then. All right. Go all the way around. Why can't I just walk into these books, man? You tell me they're that dangerous? I just don't believe it. I just don't believe those books can be that dangerous. Then again, people are always talking about banning books and stuff. Book bans, book burns. Maybe they are that dangerous. I don't know. Are they fighting back? You got me, man. You got me. Right. So it's effectively in this line, actually. So we need to find a way to get this line. Oh, that stays. Stays. Curious. Huh. So what about over here then? Where does this take me? Oh, it goes up. I'm rather curious if that's the direction of travel then. I suppose it can't hurt to find out. We'll try. I don't think it... Well, it's the only upwards I've seen. And there is a that's actually... Oh, wow, that's a green in there. And we need what color again? Oh. That's green. That's what we need. We need green. How do I get over there then? For fuck's sake. God. It's so much running. It's so much running. Right. So we're gonna assume it's up from here then. Oh, I guess it doesn't strictly. Oh, actually, that goes down. So 3, 2. Okay. Let's assume that's the case for now. Actually, we can check right here. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay. Nice. And then up. Nice. And then all the way to the top floor. So it generally does feel like if you have mirrors left over, you're probably not doing it right. Which isn't, it's not necessarily a hard rule, but it's a pretty solid one. There you go. That is the seal of Heaven. 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 All right. Made home in New World. Big city crystal spires. Very beauty. As home was. But beneath. Still curse. Big power. Higher power. Higher power. One I had not encountered for a long time. This world held key to break curse. Just gotta find it. That's the end of that one. That's the end of that chapter. All right. Seal of Chaheren. I've forgotten how that's pronounced again already. This is Robot Lady, right? Top level east. Let's take it. Let's type it again and again. Traheran. Traheran.
Traheran.
Traheran. Yeah, chuck me in the middle, please. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just keep this all here for now. We'll just keep all of that there for the moment. And just have a look, because if we end up like reusing some of this, we might as well. You know what I mean? So top level east is probably up here. We might as well have a look here for now. It didn't actually come up here anyway. It probably will end up coming up though, I would think. So, top level, okay, I don't see it yet. Ah, there it is. So, we've got cyan and yellow. Cyan and yellow. Cyan and yellow. And where precisely is it? So I'm looking, it's north in the alcove there. So we're looking at cyan and yellow. All right. Jot that down for myself. So the first question, I would suppose, is do any of these go directly up? That would make this very quick. No. They don't appear to. Let me just check to be really sure. Yeah, no, I don't think they do. All right. Let's go and reset then. Let's go and do a little reset. Pull lever. Take everything. Ooh, we have a new crystal, a blue crystal, and 2 more mirrors. So, it does appear that we will be using probably around this way, I'm guessing. So assuming that that's still in line, it could be anywhere up here that we're looking for a direct upwards trajectory. Let's just see if we find any of those over here. That I do not. That's a little concerning. That is just a little concerning. All right, let's head up the stairs. Which one do we want to be going at? I think it's definitely this one. These are just gonna get longer and longer, aren't they, man? They're just gonna get longer and longer. So 2 hours in, we've cleared 5 with 6 paragraphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 paragraphs. We've got 2 left, I think. Two seals remaining. Am I right in thinking that, or are we at 3 remaining? Oh well, whatever. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually, I'm sure. So, let's take ourselves over to the Traheran. Oh, there it is. There's the seal right there. Let's go and take a wee look-see at our situation. So, if we can get motes of light. It's theoretically possible. Is it actually? I don't think it is. Never mind. That isn't even going to be right. So, I think we're probably going to be getting our cyan, sorry, from this path. So we need to check if this one is a downwards pass through. It is. It is. So this is likely where we're going to be getting our light from. For the cyan. Okay. Where are we getting yellow from? Yellow can come from here, no? No, it can't. So it has to come from over here somewhere? Nope, not over that way. I don't know where you're going, but that's not where we're going to be going. I don't. I mean, I'm pixel looking here. I don't think that's a pass through. That's not a pass through either. That is a pass through, but it's functionally useless. This can't be a splitter either. In theory, that could split. In theory, that could split. So, we want here. Looks like we've got yellow is our main source of light in this instance. So, let's use it this way. Okay. We're gonna pass. Okay, not what I was expecting. Not what I was expecting at all. That complicates things ever so slightly. It's nerf or nothing over here. Oh, I see. So it's just an up floor, down floor type situation. That's okay. Nice. And then down floor again, I think. I guess we'll see in just a second whether it is or not. I do... Oh, never mind. No, it's not. Huh? Oh, that doesn't have the hole. Never mind. That makes sense. I do like... Oh, for God's sake. That doesn't go down either? Oh, God. This has ended up being far more complex than I expected. Oh, no, wait. Never mind. I take it back. It was not more complex than I expected. I got it right by accident. So, what was I thinking was going to split then? Oh, I was coming from it the wrong way. So how do I get a light source over here then? That's right, because it couldn't come down here. I suppose we might be going bottom floor. It's possible that we bottom floor here. What's the best way to get down? Oh. Hold on. I need to take these ones. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I do like that they have the pillars light up with the color, so you know exactly which one you're looking at. That makes life a lot easier. Oh, these are only up. Oh, that one's down. That's why. Ah. That rather puts me in a spot of bother. Overlays with that. So this could overlay... Oh no, maybe... Hold on. That goes there. Then that... it's not impossible. It's not impossible. So we don't actually want to be up here. We want to be down the other side. I think. So we need to go down those. Yes. We need to go. Oh, fucking hell. It's such a long run. Oh, it's this way. That's why. It's still a ludicrously long run around. Just for the sake of making it inconvenient. I want to go down these stairs, I think. Right? Yeah. We might be making use of this pillar again. And this purple beam of light, or magenta beam of light. Okay. Because that could take us down here, over here. Okay. Not that that would matter a huge amount anyway. Okay, I would think I was wrong in my estimation here then. Yeah, I was definitely wrong. Wow, that's a pain, man. That's a real big pain. So let's go and re-theorize on our next step. We need an upward pass through. I need to renegotiate this in my mind. We still have 15 mirrors, and we've already got one of our lights correct, which does make me think that we need to use all 15 for the next light. So we're gonna have quite a lot of cool transmutation to do or whatever. I just don't know how. Not entirely sure how. Because it needs to come up this way. So it needs to come up through this hold one. I need to figure out where this corresponds on the bottom floor. I thought it was the corner, but apparently it's not. Okay, let me. I know what to do. So if I do that, right? That's the size comparatively to my fingers. So if I do this, it doesn't exist. Fuck. It doesn't exist on the bottom floor if we compare ladder to ladder. So it might not be a bottom floor job, strictly. It would have to... No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. It could come from this way. And that has to come from above or below. Well, it certainly can't come from above. No light's getting from above, so that'd have to come from below. What's the point in that one? Because below does not exist. To my estimations. It's not a part of the map that actually exists. Which feels hard to believe. So what am I missing? I must be missing something. So let's regroup, recalculate, re-engineer. And rethink our process. There is ultimately the white light show. Let's return to the white light. Let's return to the white light and see if there's anything that we can do to work with that. That's the number one step now, I think. we need to plan out the white light area. Which is gonna... we're gonna lose so much time just running back for it. Well, at least we have the first part of this sorted, right? Like, that does take a lot of weight off because we know how many mirrors we're supposed to use for that section. And it's probably going to start from very far away, based purely off the fact that we have 15 mirrors still to use at this point. So let's head up from here and see if we're coming from over there somewhere to beam blast our way down over here. 'Cause none of these go up. And ultimately, we want that, I believe. Which we can't have. But now I'm back to being lost again. I don't think we have... Well, actually. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh. I rather think we do have that, as it appears. So we're going to follow this path all the way this way. That's what I was missing. Finish the new quest and unlock the new boss, GG. Nice! Congrats, well done. Well done. Well done. Let me have a look at the quest. Final Dawn. 85 combat. Okay, so I've actually got that. I'm 86. I don't know when that happened, but I'm 86. So, aha. Yes, because this greens us as well, I believe. And yes, that's it. That's got to be it. This has to be it. I think this must be it. Kinda running low on stamina pots here. Stamina sips. Okay. So we need to get over there. That's gonna take a minute to get over there. That's fine. It's gonna take a minute to get over there. But I think we want to go up from there. And we potentially want to change the color. So the color we desire is light blue. Oh, we can't change the color, actually. I just remembered. No, we can't. There we go. It was already on it. It's fine. I made a mistake. It's fine. Right. So now we want to go back up. I think here? Ah. No. No, we don't. Is this top floor? Oh. Curious. That's not a whole lot of use to us. Jesus Christ. Fell. Scared the shit out of me. I mean, there is a color thing here. So let's see what this does if I just blast some green into this. Nothing. It does a whole lot of fuck all. Yeah, alright. It's fine. Okay, I don't think it's up then. So... what if it's down? and then over and up. What if it's this way? What happens then? Well, actually, I haven't gone to the top floor yet. I'm gonna hedge the bet that this is right. I'm just gonna try it. We'll try it and we'll go straight through. So we need to go up to the top. Oh, we can. Am I dumb? Oh yeah, of course it does. I knew that didn't work. I'm silly. So, we then mirror here and mirror through here, I think. And that would take us across this way. We want it there. This would go across here, down, right, down, 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 down. I think that's it. I do think that that might very well be it. What color? We got green, and we want cyan. So I think it's blue. Yes. Now we have to run all the way around. To... because that goes there. It goes all the way over there. No, it doesn't. Shit. Shit. I can't get there, can I? I don't think there's any way to get there. Bollocks. There's a pillar of light there. Okay, well, if we leave it there for now... What about over here? No, this wouldn't help us. Okay, well, I need a better look at the situation. So my best bet is... there. Yes. That's my best bet, I think. So we're in for another lengthy run, which might turn out to be nothing. Heh. This gets tough, man. It gets a little tough sometimes. It gets a little tough. Hang on. Oh my god, this whole time I've been running all the way around. Oh my god, this whole time I've run all the way around. I can actually come through this way. Oh my god. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. That's so dumb. Right. We've made good progress at the very least. I don't think I can go on for too much longer, sadly, today. Massive delay from the big update. Right. Yeah, look at that. That's suspicious, isn't it? That's really rather suspicious. Is it not possible to get there? Why not? Why not? Ah, there we go. It is possible. It's just a horrible jumping puzzle. Again. So it's actually those stairs. Okay, well that's okay. Because that's good, if anything. Because it means we're on the right track. More jumping puzzle. Of course. God's sake. Alright. What's my best way to get there then? Okay, dude, now that I know I can walk right through here, that's so much quicker. You know, I won't take the sip because we're going to be trying this jump anyway, and I think it's a pretty short run back if we fail. Assuming we fail, rather. There it is. I should have checked for that sooner. But at least I trusted my gut that I was on the right path. Oh, thank God. Oh, Christ. Alright, I'll take the last sip. So, mirror followed by, you guessed it, another mirror. And you won't believe what comes next. That's right. A mirror, I think. I forget. Where the hell am I going? I think mirror. I think if anything, there you go. I was gonna say if anything falling down here is actually beneficial. That's a lie. It's not ever beneficial, but you know what? It's fine. So we need to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, frick. Is that gonna be fine? Oh, it is. It is. One, 2, 3. 4. 5. Let's go, dude. All right. So chuck me back up to that ladder. I think that's the right one. Or stairs, sorry, a ladder. Okay, that's the next one done. Look at that. Look at us go, man. 2.5 hours so far. What I will say is I actually believe this is probably worse if you're playing it with the quest helper. Because you're not actually being mentally engaged. You're just having to run a shitload through a bunch of annoying stairs. but because I'm having to be mentally engaged and think about my next placement of things and what I'm doing to reflect the mirrors and stuff like that, it's actually not as bad as I'm feeling like it could have been so far. But there's always a chance that it gets worse from here. I will say there's always a chance of that. I should really have brought more vials in with me. I might leave after this one and go get some more. We'll see. Let's go and there we go. Okay. ... It took millennia, but breakthrough deep beneath mountains near home, source of deathly energy. Use the power to save them. My essence is life and light. Darkness would be counter to nullify curse. That's dumb. That's stupid. I should have known. Foolish. Curse started with my meddling, so meddling wouldn't end it. And so ends the knowledge of that seal. Seal of your worth. Middle level northeast. Okay. Take me back. Take me down to the badass. Right. Middle level northeast, so that's there. I guess over there somewhere. Let's leave and get some more vials because, or some more stamina pots, because this is shit. Actually, I'm worried that something's gonna mess up if I do that. It probably won't, but what if it resets everything? I'm not willing to take that risk. I'm not willing to take that risk. There are 4 mirrors and 1 crystal. Let's just take everything. Oh. And pull the lever. And then take everything again. We have all the colors now and 26 mirrors. Holy moly, man. Oh, that's interesting. It's called the Seal of the Forgotten. So far, Seal of Forgotten. So, 1 seal already open. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have got 8 of the seals currently unlocked. I'm sure it said there was 9. I don't know if I wrote it down though. No, I didn't. So I think this might be the last seal. Ooh, this one looks a little bit complicated. Oh, it's over there. Wrong way. The Yorworth clan. Black. Of pure black light. A combination of dark blue, green, and red. 26 mirrors. Clearly that has to come in from above. That one also has to come from above. And this one could come from below? Curious. And that's our first... Oh, actually, that's weird. It's actually not usable. Interesting. Oh no, it is. We can go this way. And we can go up and down from there. Or over this way. Up and down. Probably better to go from there. I think. If I put the fractured... No, I can't do that, actually. Never mind. I'm being a bit dumb. Let's mirror, mirror. Let's see what happens with this. I won't do too much longer. I'm just very curious. Just to sort of see what we're looking at. That's not great, is it? Oh no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. There we go. And if I fracture here, we might be... I wonder if we're going to use everything here. So, we might end up fracturing there. Because we got to come around this way. That kind of looks like a path, actually. Hold on. Then a color change. I've forgotten which color it is, but that's fine. All right. That could be a good start. We could have a potential color change there. I've just forgotten which one it was. It was. I need to note that down. Well, for next time, to be honest, because we're not doing it this time. Let's have a look. Green, blue, blue west, north green, red east. Blue west, north. Green, red. West. Red. Red, west. Nope. West. West. Okay. So we want green there? How do we make green from yellow? Light blue. Just really quickly put that in there. That should be right. I think it is. That's a good start. That's a very, very good start. And that gives us 2 separate blades of light that we can use for the other 2. Oh, we do have pass through there, though. Interesting. Let's go up this. Dude, I'm getting distracted now. I'm getting too into it. I'm getting too into it, man. I feel like we're so close to the end now. Well, of this section of the quest, which is nowhere near completed. So, okay, actually, I have come across a slight dilemma. I might have been wrong. Right at the beginning, I might have been wrong. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. There might be a way up here, back here, up here. Though I don't see what that would do. We need to get the lights into these pillars. to go down. So we need ultimately blue, sorry. Dark blue needs to come in here. And the only way I see that happening... Okay, hold on. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. And we might... Okay, we can get that one fine. What about the red? So red would have to come in from likely over there. We have green coming off like that. Okay. That's... Ooh, that's sneaky. Hold on. What if... No. No, that couldn't work. That couldn't work. That would just do a 4-way split. So that couldn't be right. I was thinking for a moment it might be... There might be a way to... It has to come down from here. There's just no other option. There's strictly no other option. So this is redundant. That's a redundant thing. So we need to bring somehow the green light. That's what we need to... No, the splitting is already done and necessary. Is there a way to... Green light... What would that do to help me? Nothing. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way. All right, let me be cheeky and play a little bit longer. I see our blue path. I see our path for blue. I think. Because dark blue is... Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. We'll see. I was thinking... Because... This would go... Oh, maybe that doesn't work. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. If that goes up there, what does that do to my machinations? My inner machinations? It's the inner machinations of my terrible, terrible mind. It can't be that one. It has to be this one here. Or can it? No, it can't. That's no way. Okay. So there needs to be a pillar, a mirror in this pillar. Rotation, and then up a floor, and then we can put a single gemstone in and see if we can't create the color that we would like, which is of course blue, dark blue. So Let's see. What does this do? That makes white. Not what I was expecting. Not at all what I was expecting, actually. That might help, though. That might help drastically. Well, I say drastically. Because if we've got that, then we would need magenta and cyan. I believe we already used the cyan with the yellow to make green, but we can get that back. We would just still need 2, which we don't have access to 2. I think. Okay. What about red? That just makes red. Yellow with yellow makes, unsurprisingly, yellow. Green and yellow makes green. And magenta and yellow makes yellow. Red makes, yeah, it makes a color that I've already forgotten. We could turn it all white. That would still sort out the green with the green, keeps us a cyan and a magenta. The problem is mirror there. We don't have any room, really. Ooh, that said though, does that help me? If I went over up through here. This is your worth. I think it might be the last one. Done well so far? Yeah, honestly, I think so. I'm pretty happy with how this has gone so far. That makes green. Do we green early? Does an early green help us? It might. Maybe an early green is what we need. Maybe an early green is what we need. Oh no, that's not quite right. Okay, let's just say for bing bang. That goes up. Split down. What if I like greened here? Not green, sorry. Oh, whoops, that's mirrored there. What if I go up the floor? Because that's fine on this bottom floor here, right? That looks fine on this bottom floor. We did have green a second ago, but I'm wondering and theorizing, what if bing bang boom, yeah, what if I straight through turn it white? Nope, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all, actually, because then we still can't get color into blue. This has to be blue already coming in here. There is no other way about it. It has to be. It can theoretically come from either of these, but that shoots straight into there as green. And there's no up. Oh yeah, this is redundant. I remember now. This was redundant. Okay. So that is also redundant. So in that case, it has to be this mirror here. And this just has to already be blue. Okay, that's fine. We'll just have to figure out where the mirrors go at some point. Is the only thing. Okay, I think we're maybe pretty happy then that this would be green. I think we're pretty happy with that. That gives us a completion. Question remains. How do we bring... Oh. Okay. We can't, is the answer. There's nothing around here for us to use to get to red. There's nothing red related down here. So that's a bit of a pipe dream. That's worthless. So how do we get... So red has to come in from above. And that means coming in here. That doesn't go straight through. That passes through here, here. That might have to be the way it comes. So down through here and around. So we need light over here. Okay, that's not possible. That is not possible. That's not possible. Shit. There's no way to get light down this way. I think. So, is there anything I can do down here to change the trajectory? Actually, it still comes. Oh, actually, hold on. Hold on. I might be overcomplicating this a little. What if we split her here? So instead of splitting here, we route all the way around. We come up here. We split her right there. It goes left and right. We got light in each of those. We mirror up. It doesn't work. And that still doesn't account for the 12 remaining mirrors that we have. I don't think it does anyway. Because the idea would be... we would, yeah, splitter here, light goes 3 ways. We have it already green. Here. Ooh, actually that's fine. Because it can go right through green with something might make red. So it can go straight through crystal, up, over, down. Right? Let's try that. I don't know about blue, however. Blue's trickier. Blue is a tougher one. How do I blue? How do I blue myself? All right, let's just give it a shot. Dude, I can't go for much longer, but I really want to finish this puzzle. I want to finish this puzzle. All right. Because we could fracture here. Oh no, bollocks. That doesn't work. Oh. Oh, it wouldn't work anyway because it's coming from below. Okay, so that actually is not, that's objectively not the answer. Glad to have cleared that one up. Not really that glad, to be honest with you. Not really that glad at all. There's also a book, Swarm there. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. But clearly not very much is the answer to that question. Alright, well, I think then we're still probably on the right track with this being the fracture then. Maybe. Are we? It still gives us nothing for red. How do I change your fate? Because that's worthless coming up here. That's worthless. That's worthless. That's worse than worthless. These two arguably have a connection. Well, not even arguably, they objectively have a connection, and that's that they are what produces the red light. And the red light has to come up from there or the ground. So, tracing back from the puzzle, we must either have light come here to here or here to here, and that doesn't look like it'll go through that way. So it can't go through that way actually either, so that's redundant as well. And that only goes from the right, so we can't do anything about that. Huh? How the fuck does that work then? Light can come in from that direction. Light can come in from there, go up here. Oh, there's something fucky about this, isn't there? Something very fucky about this. I'm wondering if there's something that's obvious that I'm missing here. This being an open line is slight cause for concern, actually. That seems like cause for concern. I am now thinking that we must find a way to get the light to go all the way around. But it can't go through there. And, well, it can come from here. This is the progeny, though. This is, I think I'm using that word right. I might very well not be. But I think it has to be the originator. At worst, at best, whatever. Can I do something about these books? I know the light won't go through them. So it could be a red herring. The light can't go through these books either, though. I mean, these are... That has to go over here, up here. Through down there? But no, that would still defeat the purpose. Because the mirror needs to go straight down there for red to hit into the thing, so... It's not out of the question. But we have to gain another source of light. That's not out of the question. It is in theory logical. This one goes up, though, doesn't it? That doesn't go up necessarily. That does go up. What about this? What about this? What about this? That can't be. That would be okay. Ah. And that's where that plan comes to an end. I think. Thought that'd be like a that'd be where we change color there, but I don't think it is the case. Oh, hang on. It might actually be correct. That is all of the mirrors. It's just the wrong color. But so far, we have light going into every single thing with one of the colors being correct. It's so much more visually interesting too, so less shit spending hours here. 100% agree. 100% agree. This is significantly more fun to be around. This is supposed to be red, isn't it, that we want? Oh, it gives you red, doesn't it? So now it's just blue. This is significantly easier to enjoy. It's just the shadows, man. I'm not even gonna front about it. It's the fucking shadows. I hated the shadows. They just were not fun. That shit was just straight up ass. Like the whole time. Everything about that was genuinely just so shit. It was fucking terrible. God, I hated that so much. God, it was so bad. So this is where the issue comes in. I can only make this white. Or green. Oh, hang on. Can I make dark blue from green? If I do this, we've got green coming in. Then what happens if I use dark blue on green? Oh, it's light blue. What the hell? I just cancelled it out, I guess. Yeah, it just turns it off. Okay. Let me go and grab the green from down here. This could be it. We might actually be really close to solving this. And I'm just gonna have to go to bed late tonight. Okay. What if I green here? How does that help me? It leaves me with cyan? What's cyan and green do? Guess we'll find out. What's the combination for dark blue? Magenta and cyan? So if I make it white, and then I place a magenta. Oh, 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 oh. Hold on, I might have had a brainwave. I might have. Ook, 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 ook. I might have had a brainwave. I might have had a brainwave. White light. Is it magenta? I was thinking, or is it cyan? It was cyan. It was cyan. 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 Cyan plus magenta makes. Oh, I'm out of energy. Please don't do this to me. And then I think down there we use yellow. And I think that makes green. Oh my god, this is painstaking now. Get me down there, man. Get me down there quick. Yellow. Sorry, it's yellow. Yes. Oh. 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 Seal of your worth. Okay. Okay, baby. All right. I am... Oh, sorry. ... I am a being of light, but in me some darkness. Poured darkness into creation, combining with deathly energy found. A frag of myself, but of darkness rather than light. Okay. Essence counter my own? No. Curse tied to me, not her. I failed, she knew it, turned on me, tried to kill me, I stopped her, sealed her where I created her. And so ends the knowledge of this seal. So Seren split, this is different. So Seren split off a fragment of herself, hoping it would help fix her mistakes. That's what lives within the Temple of Light. That's what your worth is trying to summon. I stream to let you and let the others know what I've discovered. And they said I would be trapped in this prison for hours. How wrong they were. In one stream, in 3 hours and 15 minutes, I have successfully done this chapter. This was so much more fun and engaging and so much less annoying and so much less fucking stupid than Mep 2's Shadows bullshit. This is so much more enjoyable. I liked this. I enjoyed this puzzle. It was a bit long-winded. Bit of a speed run, yeah. Cuthbert, Lord of the Dread, has returned. Oh god. Amloth, you must know the Lord of Dread's returned. Your work in the library, is it done? It is. Then you should speak with Ariaman at once. Alright, gotta do that. Alright, we'll do this a little bit, then I'll end for the evening because it's getting really late. You have returned. Did you discover anything in the Grand Library? I did, and I think we should call the others. I see. I will summon them at once. Ariaman calls the others to the meeting. Okay, thank you all for joining us. In case you aren't aware, Dalrak here has returned from the Grand Library with some news for us. So, what happened? I entered the library and found the seal broken by Lord Yorworth. So he did break one of the seals. Did it hide anything notable? Yes, sorry, it's my voice. Yes, it contained a memory left behind by Saren herself. A memory of Saren? Amazing. It was only part of something larger, though. I had to break the other 8 seals to uncover the rest of it. So you managed to break all of Saren's seals. Very impressive, Dalrak. Now, tell us, this memory, what was it? Well, that's where it gets interesting. The memory spoke of a curse on the Elves, a curse that Saren was desperately trying to break. A curse? What curse? A curse binding the Elves to Saren. As long as she remained close, it was unnoticeable, but if she went too far, pain and death. But who was responsible? Who cursed our people? That's the thing. It was Saren herself. What? Saren was our goddess. She would never curse us. How dare you just suggest otherwise? I'm telling the truth. Truth? You don't know the meaning of the word. Let them finish, Isagwin. She didn't mean to do it. She was trying to help. She was using her own essence to try and extend your lifespans. It just went wrong. I don't believe it. She cursed us? Our goddess cursed us? Cursed us? Cursed us? If what you say is true, how does it relate to Lord Yorworth's claims? Saren went to great lengths to undo the curse. She believed she could nullify it by creating a being of darkness, one to counter her light essence. You don't mean... Lord Yorworth spoke the truth. She created a fragment of herself, filled with darkness, hoping to use it to break the curse. It didn't work though, and so she sealed it in the Temple of Light. I don't... This can't be real. This is a dream. Tell me this isn't real. This is a lie. It has to be. The human is showing their true colors once again. Boy, what did I tell you about insulting the human? Arianwin, what do we do? Arianwin? Why are we still stood here? This human needs putting in chains. You leave them alone. Arianwin, do something. I don't... Arianwin! I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You think I know something you all don't? You think I have some hidden trick up my sleeve? I have nothing. You're our leader. Lead. And how would you have me do that, Isagwin? How am I meant to respond to this? You can start by locking this human up. They are a traitor. The curse is clearly a lie. If we were truly tied to Saren, we'd have all dropped dead when she was shattered. The curse clearly doesn't exist. Well, don't be so sure of that. Nice of you to suddenly speak up. I'd have thought a king would command a bit of authority rather than crying in the corner. I'm not a king anymore. Well, thanks, Saren, for that. You only managed to lose the entire kingdom to Lord Yorworth. You should learn some respect. I have respect. I respect the heroes who died in this war, not the coward that ran away from it. You're right. I failed you. I failed you all. I wish I could go back and change that, but I can't. All I can do now is try and make things right. While horrifying, I believe Darak speaks the truth. They have no reason to lie to us, and what they say does make sense. How? Most of you never met Seren. You only know her through the stories passed down to you. But I did know her, and I know she was filled with pain. You think this is the reason? I think it could be. As for why we don't feel the effects of the curse now, it's because Seren is still with us. Every one of us. Of course, the crystal seeds. All of us carry them in some form or another. And all of them came from Seren when she shattered herself. Her last attempt to break the curse, after everything else failed. So what do we do? There's one other thing. Seren built a second set of defenses within the Temple of Light. This fragment of her is sealed within them. There's an orb that can bypass the defenses. An orb? The fuck is that? That's a message from my... Okay, never mind. Yeah, apparently she hid it somewhere called Gorla? I know of Gorla. It's an old shrine north of Rifthenis. A place for quiet worship away from the city. New cum orb in Gorla. North of Rifthenis. In a shrine. Does Lord Yorwith know about the orb? Yes. He might have already claimed it. We should send someone to check. I will go. I wish to see some actual proof of what this human claims. Is it just me who doesn't fucking trust this guy to go? Is it just me that doesn't trust him? Perfect. That's not your call. Ariamun's in charge here. Am I? My whole life, I've been fighting Lord Yorwith. My whole life, I've believed him to be a servant of Zamorak. And now I learn that everything I fought for was a lie. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. What I'm leading. Maybe Lord Yorwith fights for a different cause than we thought. But that doesn't change who he is. That doesn't change what he's done. I need time alone. Time to think. Historian, I would appreciate it if you could take charge for a while. I'll do my best. That's all I ask. Now, I would like to be alone. Not the only one. I think we all need time to process this. And let's close this meeting. We will reconvene later. I don't trust a Sagwin. Does a Sagwin mean traitor? Means deacon. Deacon, spelled backwards, means liar. So what do we do now? There's a lot to think about. For all of us. There's also a lot we don't know. Oh, cool bow, man. I didn't realize backstory would be kind of chunky. Do you think Ariam will be okay? I hope so. I know the pain he feels. It could tear you apart if you're not careful. You seem to be dealing with it okay. I'm glad it seems that way, but it's not how it feels. I knew of Seren's troubles. To know the cause, it's heartbreaking. Now I find myself leading once more. Something I swore I would never do again. Ariamwin seems to think you're capable. Yes. But Ariamwin doesn't know me. Not really. Anyway, I suppose my job now is to make sure we don't lose sight of our goal. Do we know what that is anymore? To stop Lord Yorwith. Even if we now know his true intentions. Even if some think those intentions might be good. We can't ignore his actions. He'd see us all dead just to free this fragment of Seren. He has to be stopped. What do you need me to do? Sagwin has gone to see if he can find the orb you spoke of. No one actually gave him permission, but he seems to care little for orders at the moment. Once he gets back, we'll know more about what to do next. In the meantime, I've managed to decipher the clues left behind by Lord Crederius and Lady Heaven. 2 more of the clan elders. We should try to find them. For fuck's sake. Alright. Lord Crewis. Is it Crewis or Chris? I think it's Chris. The trees of my home will call to me. Anything else? woodcutters and farmers. Close to nature. And heaven. I will walk across the water to the south. I will walk across the water to the south. Anything else? Our religious leaders. Teach us to better ourselves, not just in mind, but in body as well. Vigorous training exercises. Okay. So I wonder if she's one of the nuts people down here for Zulra. Could you imagine? She's insane. There's 2 runite there? I didn't realize there was runite there. What does 70 woodcutting allow us? Nothing, really. Okay, we're probably gonna need an axe. So, we'll do this next time, but just a quick look. We could be looking anywhere in the forest, but it's probably around something special or specific. I'm thinking it could be this yew tree, because it's specifically pointed out. It wouldn't be this magic tree, because that is too high a level. Though we might just go down there anyway, because it did say we have to go south across the water. There's a little pond there as well. I think it's more likely going to be in the Zulra place. So let's just grab an axe. Steel axe. And let me just grab the stuff from my inventory for my usual carrying. That's the wrong armor. All right, and then dun. I did, yeah, I did it. It was really not that hard. It was really not that difficult. It took me 3.25 hours, I think. The only reason that MEP took so long, I was just saying this a minute ago, the only reason that MEP took so long was because I hated testing things because of the fucking shadows. The shadows were so annoying to deal with, and I hated every single second of it. So I just didn't want to test anything because I would lose my resources. I'd have to run back there again. The actual puzzle itself wasn't particularly hard. If you just start at the end and you work your way backwards, it pretty much shows you what you have to do. You can write things off because you know what you can't use. Does that make sense? I want this coconut. It's worth a lot of money. Yeah, if you work backwards, you can see the things that won't work. Is that a person? Oh, weird. What did you give me? Nice. Coconut. Coconuts are worth a lot of money, man. Damn, I should have done something to do that. So yeah, that was really not bad. That was kind of fine. I didn't really have a problem with that at all. So yeah, sorry. Let me actually break it down in a way that makes sense, right? So let me show you what I did. These are the 2 pieces of supplementary things that I had. I took a screenshot of the full screen map so I could look at it. All I really did was just mark on the colors that I needed to come in from the right angle so I could compare it, right? So you can barely see it, and I couldn't really see either. And the only other thing I had was I was looking at my color wheel from previous attempts at MEP 2. That's all I had for this. It's just not that complicated. Work backwards from the end, figure out the things that absolutely must be used to hit the end, and then you can sort of figure your way from there. It was as simple as that. So I'm pretty pleased with that. I was honestly thinking that was going to take forever because everyone hyped it up to be fucking terrible, but 3¼ hours, it really isn't too bad. And it means we get to carry on with the rest of the quest. So we're now looking for the next two members of where is it? Of the fam, of the elven clans, and we also then we have to wait for Isagwin to come back to do with the new cum orb that we need to collect. And let's just, I'm gonna be very, the last thing we'll do, okay, today is, let me grab one of these, let me grab one of these. Let's get to the GE really quickly. So we can collect my profits. My profits. We have some pretty extreme profits from the whatchamacallit. We got some pretty extreme profits from the bolts. I bought them at 90. I bought them at a low of 90, and I sold them all for 122. So after the GE tax, I believe I've made 300k. Yeah, 300k off of those bolts. That's nice. That's really nice. Let me buy some more. Let me buy some more. They just always seem to go back up again because they're a really decent bolt. Actually, maybe now's not the time. No way I'm gonna get them for 900k. And I don't know if there's new bolts that would be better from this new stuff. You know what? We'll keep them for now. My nests haven't sold yet, which is a little bit sad. I decreased their price, but hey, look, the bank's looking a bit healthier. After spending 4 mil on construction and a little bit more, those bolts are irrelevant to new boss. Well, I think people were buying them anyway, so they could do. I guess people were buying them to do the quest, thinking that they'd need them. Maybe, I don't know, because it suddenly went up from like 115 to 122, and they all sold. So. Oh? Interesting. Well, in that case, we might as well then. If it's a cheeky little like 300k boost every now and again, fuck it, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty nice. I have the cash to do it, so I might as well. Yeah, I have them down at 90, so I just wait until they get bought. Like they bought today, or I actually don't know when they bought. When I logged in, they were bought, so it could have been a couple days, and then I sold them today as well. So and that was a really nice turnaround. The nests, again, I don't know what they're worth. I don't know if they'll go up. I don't know if they're likely to. I've put them a little bit higher than what the GE was suggesting. I think it makes sense that people would have the brews. They'd want to make more brews because people want to buy the brews because they're coming back on to play the game for a little bit because there's new content. So I feel like that would drive up the crushed nest price a little bit. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But I will leave that there. Not sure I love this. It's kind of creepy. All right. It is 20 to midnight. I have work tomorrow. I'm going to go. But hey, we got a lot of progress there. I think that went supremely well. I don't think that there was not much time that I actually spent stuck. Most of it was running around and getting like a grip of the situation, but there wasn't much time where I was stumped by any stretch of the imagination for a significant portion of time. So that's good. We'll be looking at coming back. I don't know if I will stream this on Friday or if I'll do a walk, a little walking around stream, a little IRL stream. I'm not too sure just yet. I'll see how I feel on Friday for as to what I want to do. But I would like to get further in the quest and maybe finish it. I don't know how long this quest is realistically going to be, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great evening coming. And a continued great week ahead as well would be peak. It would be peak gaming. So I will leave you with that. And yo, Cassie. It's funny that you say that. There's going to be a short commercial break of 3 minutes. Then the screen's going to go black. And then I'm going to leave the stream running on this black screen for about 2 days. And then at 7 p.m. in Japan on Friday, it will go not to a black screen. It'll say offline. Ignore that. Still live, just a black screen. All right, so you'll be here for the rest of that stream. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That's such bad timing. I have work. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I'll leave you to it.